they changed the mission. You know, the mission initially was go in, stabilize the region, provide security relief organizations, get the food out to those who need it, and you're done. That was all accomplished. But in the first 6 months of this new administration, they decided we're going to do more than that. We're going to help the Somalis stand up a government. We're going to help bring infrastructure back. We're going to go beyond our initial objectives. And as all of us know that have studied military operations, you're starting to go down a slippery slope here. I mean, without stepping back and allowing the commanders to look at this new scope and determine what they need to get it done, you are going down a slippery slope. And again, because of their inexperience, they didn't realize that as they started to pursue this course of action. From a military perspective, the first thing that needs to be done is to disarm the population. I mean, let's face it, if we could do that in some of our U.S. cities, that would be a pretty good step toward law and order. But you ever ask yourself, why don't we do it here? Because it's hard. It can result in rioting and widespread rebellion and making the situation worse than it already is. But for some reason, we sort of hand wave all that stuff and go ahead and hand those kind of missions down to our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, and that's what happens here. So small groups of soldiers from a variety of nations are out doing these weapons search and seizure operations. Remember, this is a city the size of Nashville, all right? This is about twice the size of Fallujah. And you remember what it took to bring that thing under control. You're about twice the size. In a lot of other areas, very similar place. On the 5th of June, there are 24 Pakistanis who are out there doing this weapon search and seizure operation, and should come as no surprise, eventually they run across a group of individuals who do not want to cooperate. I mean, that's going to be the case in pretty much every situation. You're going to have those who do, those who are uncertain, and those who are adamantly opposed to what it is you're trying to do. They ran into the adamantly opposed group, and they are ambushed and slaughtered. All 24 of them. As you well know, our adversaries do not play by the rules. They don't care about the Geneva Convention. They're going to do what they need to do to win. And one of the things that they feel they need to do to win is strike fear in our hearts. Make us not want to go to the fight because they are so brutal and ruthless. That's what terrorism's all about. That's why they behead people on television. They want us to fear them so much that we cave into their demands. In this particular case, they play soccer with the heads of some of these people in the street publicly to make a statement that they're not here to take prisoners, they're here to win, and they're going to win at any cost. So the next day, the UN says they're going to bring whoever's responsible for this to justice. Everybody pretty much suspects Mohammed Farah Aidid because he's got the most to lose. As you know, in any change scenario, the person that's likely to resist the most is the person that has the most to lose. So he does. He's got about 2/3 of the support of the people in the city. So they feel that he's probably responsible